How's it going, guys? SuperNextA2 here, giving you guys my first multiplayer tip of The Last of Us. Now, very recently, I've not been uploading any videos. That's because I really didn't want to rush on these multiplayer tip videos, because if I was rushing on these videos, you guys might probably correct me or even just keep on bashing at me saying, "Oh, no, you shouldn't use this weapon. You're totally wrong," stuff like that. So I really don't want that to happen. So what I did, I took the time on making these videos and really, I guess you say, perfect of the classes or like just the tips in general. And even though you really can't, have the perfect tip, I really put a lot of time and effort in this class, and not only me, my friends as well. I have to give them credit because me and my friends, if you're watching my second channel, link in the description, I put some live commentary videos, and we've been just winning non-stop. But sadly, we lost, like, I think yesterday, to some really good players. They were a really good challenge, and so from all that, I guess winning, we've been really changing our classes, changing our tips, stuff like that. And this is my crafting class. Now, if you guys don't know what crafting is, which you should in a game like this, pretty much crafting to me, it's pretty much just the key to winning this game. Same thing for healing players and stuff like that, which will be in a different video. This class is pretty much just like the master class of crafting, because just with the perks, the combination of the perks that I use, it really just allows you to craft stuff really fast. And yeah, so let's get started. Now, this class isn't just about entirely crafting. I mean, you do need to kill people in order to get supplies for your clan. So for the secondary, I use the revolver. Now, I know that before I get started with this class, I do apologize. I have 13 loadout points. Now, you do not start with 13 loadout points when you first get the game. I think you start with 11 or 10. So keep in mind of that all the perks that I use are kind of, I could use more of them because I have more loadout points than you if you have lower than me. But you can still use these perks. Like, for example, I use Crafter 3. You could use Crafter 2 or 1 if you have less loadout points, because you need the lower cost version of it. So yeah, what I'm saying is that you can use the lower version of it, but you can still use the same perk, the general perk that I use. I don't know if I explained that well. I really do apologize if you guys do not understand what I'm trying to say. But anyways, let's get started. So I am using the revolver, and the revolver is free. Same with the 9mm pistol. Both of them are good. I use both of them for a really good time, and whichever one fits you really. Like the revolver, it's more powerful. It has more accuracy, but the rate of fire and reload speed is lower, and the 9mm pistol is vice versa. So yeah. Now let's get started with the primary weapon. Now the primary weapon, again, like the secondary, pretty much what fits you. I recommend the semi-auto rifle, the burst rifle, and the hunting rifle. Not the bow and arrow, because it requires one more loadout point than the other three weapons. It's actually 3, and all the other rifles are 2. I use the semi-auto rifle because to me it fits me the best. I'm not really good with sniping. I'm talking about the hunting rifle. And the burst rifle has a lot of kick to it. So unless you're good with controlling that kick, then you choose the burst rifle, but it's really not good on far range. And that's kind of what the semi-auto rifle is really good at. It's really good at long range, middle range, and also close range. So it's kind of an all-around gun to me. So I really recommend using the semi-auto rifle, but it pretty much what fits you. Now let's get started with the perks. Now for the perks, you could I use the crafter, the collector, and the explosion expert perk. Now the version of the crafter, I use crafter 3. Now let me go through the description of all 3 crafter perks. Now for crafter 3, The description is craft 75% faster, and for every 2 items you craft, you will receive a gift box. Now, what a gift box is pretty much just an item that you could give to your friend, pretty much any teammate, and it's random. So it's not like, oh, okay, I want to give my friend a Molotov. You really can't decide. It's pretty much like, oh, you want to give your friend a Molotov, but they get a health kit instead. I mean, pretty much any of these items are really good. So yeah. Now for Crafter 2, it's pretty much the same. The description is craft 75% faster for every 3 items that you craft, which you have to craft more items in order to give your friend something. For Crafter 3, you only have to craft 2 stuff, and for Crafter 2, you gotta craft 3 items, which that will take longer. And for Crafter 1, you just pretty much craft 75% faster, which really there's a huge difference from Crafter 1 to 2. So really, just if you're gonna use a dumbed down version, use Crafter 2 and don't use Crafter 1, because really you really don't get that many benefits from Crafter 2. Now for Collector, I use Collector 2, which increases the number of parts that you earn by 20%. And Collector 1, it's pretty much the same thing, but the increases the number of parts you earn by 10%, which is 10% more. Pretty much these are both good. If you're gonna use the dumbed down version, again, Collector 1. And yeah. So for Explosion Expert, there's no advanced version of it. It's just Explosion Expert, and that's 1 point. Which what it does, it increases the radius of the explosives by 25%, which is really good, because if you use the bombs or the Molotovs, the explosion radius is bigger, which is really good, because the Molotovs is just a one-hit kill if you throw it directly, I think. And yeah, so that's good. Now, all the other perks are good in the game, but they're really not about crafting. These 3 class in particular are about crafting and about explosives and stuff like that, which is really pretty much what is the ultimate crafter in this game. Now in the background, as you can see, the gameplay, I was giving gifts to my friends, and kind of some kill feeds while using this class. And yeah, now for the purchasable weapon, I don't have any because I don't use any. I really think they're useless. And yeah, so that's pretty much just it. Hope you guys enjoyed this tip. I will be doing a medic class, a rushing class, which is kind of weird because in this game you don't really rush. You really tend to take a lot of cover and stuff. But when I show you this video, you'll know what I mean. And I'll also be doing multiplayer map overviews and weapon reviews, stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this multiplayer tip. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and peace out.